Hi guys, welcome back to the Humble Gamer channel. I am the Humble Gamer, and this is Lord of the Rings: The Fellowship of the Ring. Now this is a game I've wanted to play for the channel for a long time. I was originally going to play it straight after I finished the Third Age on Twitch, which you can check out in the description down below. But obviously decided not to because I've done loads of Lord of the Rings content, but I haven't done any Lord of the Rings content in a while. So this. Now, if you're here to see a film of the Peter Jackson movie, The Fellowship of the Ring, it's not what you're going to get. This is by Vivendi Universe. It was brought out in 2002, and it was it's based on the books, based on the works of Tolkien. So, without further ado, we shall just head straight in. It was released on PS2 and Xbox, I think. And the first thing you'll see is a long video sequence. So I shall disappear for a bit.
In the shadows of Mordor, the Dark Lord Sauron forged the One Ring to enslave all elves, dwarves, and men of Middle-earth. The free people of Middle-earth overthrew Sauron, but lost the ring. Now the enemy has returned, and from his dark tower in Mordor, he seeks his ring. We must find the ring first and destroy it. But who can bear to carry the ring? The weak would be corrupted. Precious. The powerful would become as great a threat as Sauron. But who can bear the ring?
Welcome back, Gandalf. Will we have fireworks, elvish lessons, tales of ancient Numenor?
Today, we must talk about a shadow of the past. The ring you inherited may be very dangerous.
Uncle Bilbo's magic ring?
Magic rings, as you call them, were made by elves. But this ring, I think, was made by another. Give me the ring.
No!
Look closely.
I see fine lines. Lines of fire. In a flowing script. What does it say?
One ring to rule them all. One ring to find them. One ring to bring them all. And in the darkness, bind them. This is the one ring to rule them all. The ancient kings of elves, dwarves, and men used the rings of power to rule their lands. The Dark Lord Sauron created this ring to rule all the others. When he fell in battle, he lost it. A strange creature called Gollum found the ring and was corrupted by it. Bilbo won it from Gollum, and now it is yours. But the Lord of the Rings has returned, and all his thought is bent on finding the ring.
Let's destroy it!
It can only be destroyed when it was forged, in Mount Doom, the Fire Mountain in Mordor.
So one thing I love about this scene is that behind Gandalf you can see Sam listening in from the window. I've always loved that little detail.
Then I must guard the ring.
Completely unnecessary. Everyone who knows the story, who's played, knows that Sam is listening. But
I'm a danger to the Shire. I must leave. I could set out on the road just like Bilbo.
My dear Frodo, hobbits really are amazing creatures. But you need not go alone, if there are any you can trust. But take care. The enemy has many spies.
they've basically taken 2 minutes to tell about about 2.5 chapters worth of story at this point.
Well then, Samwise Gamgee, isn't it?
Don't hurt me!
What are you doing at Bag End?
Nothing, sir. Trimming the grass under the window.
Oh? The sound of shears stopped some time ago.
And it actually did. That was another
How long have you
detail.
been eavesdropping?
Ain't no eaves at
Eavesdropping?
Bag
There ain't
End.
no
Ain't
eaves
no
at
eaves
Bag End.
and that's a
Don't
fact.
be a fool. What have you heard?
Oh, Frodo, don't let him turn me into anything unnatural.
He won't hurt you. Just answer his question.
Well, I heard a lot I didn't understand about lords and rings in the Fiery Mountain. And elves, sir. I had to listen. I dearly love to see elves.
Keep it a secret, Sam, or I hope Gandalf turns you into a spotted toad.
And fills the
I've
garden
thought
full of
something
grass snakes.
better. He will go away with you, Frodo.
Me, sir? Go and see elves and all? Hooray!
But where should we go?
Towards danger, but not too rashly, not too straight. And you mustn't vanish. Take time to settle your affairs before you leave.
I could leave in autumn on my birthday.
Very well, but no later. Make for Rivendell in the east, and seek the counsel of Elrond Half-Elven.
East. I'll tell everyone I'm buying a house in Crickhollow near my relatives in Buckland. I'll have to sell Bag End. The Sackville Bagginses have been trying to take over this place for years. A shame to let them have it.
Indeed. And now I must go. I have much to attend to.
As do I.
See that Samwise Gamgee does not talk, or I will turn him into a spotted toad.
You can trust Sam.
Oh, yes, not a word from Sam Gamgee, and that's for certain.
Once you leave, travel as Mr. Underhill. The name of Baggins is not saint outside
When I said
the
they've
Shire.
done 2.5 chapters, actually they've skipped
Do not
they've skipped the
use
first
the
chapter
ring,
entirely.
For it can corrupt the most innocent heart.
I understand. Farewell, Gandalf.
Elves! I'm going to see elves!
Farewell, Frodo. I'll return by your birthday.
But Gandalf did not come back.
As many
And
people
as the
know,
nights grew
Gandalf doesn't
longer,
come back.
I decided I might have to leave without him. On the morning of my birthday, September 22nd, I set out for one final stroll around the Shire. I had to say farewell to my neighbours and sell my home to Lobelia Sackville Baggins.
Okay, so we're 8 minutes into the first video, and we're finally going to get to play some game. So here we are, Bag End in the Shire. One thing I will say is that pretty much every version of Bag End I've ever seen or imagined is pretty much identical. I just want to do one thing. Oh, I don't think I can. Oh, that's frustrating. I'm looking the wrong way with the right stick. It's inverted. Angry. Very angry. Never mind.
The One Ring is in this chest. I'd best leave it here until I sell Bag End.
Okie dokie. I do like the design of this game. I've always liked the design of this game. I've always liked this game, actually. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not a brilliant game. But I've always I've just enjoyed it. Again, it's the closest thing we have to an open world Middle Earth, really, other than the online game, and that's not necessarily my idea of an open world online experience, because it's shared with loads of other people. And again, there's nothing against the MMO. It's good. Oh, I found the deed to Bag End. Lovely. Press and hold the R2 button to view Frodo's inventory. So I've got a walking stick and the deed to Bag End. A hobbit hole of some fame. Oh yeah, the little fried... You can't see it. There's a little fried egg in the corner underneath my head. It's not actually a fried egg. It looks like... It's the sneak indicator. Get the key to Bag End. Bag End deed. Bag End key. I think that's everything we get from Bag End this time. I haven't played this game in bloody years. But very much looking forward to getting back into it. This will obviously be a longer series because we're playing the whole game. We would play the sequels too, but they cancelled them. So we'll only get to the end of the Fellowship of the Ring, which I think this does take us as far as Amon Hen, and that's it. So yeah, don't expect, you can't get the full Lord of the Rings unfortunately. I might end up playing the Two Towers, the fighty one that was based on the movies, just to complete the set, because then I will have played I've played the Fellowship. I've also played the Return of the King, which you can check out in the description below, a few years ago. And so yeah, I suppose playing the Two Towers would probably finish this off nicely. Let's talk to Sam.
Good morning to you, Mr. Frodo.
Good morning, Sam. All ready to set out for Buckland?
Already? Or will be as soon as I tend to Bag End.
Lobelia Sackville Baggins is buying the place. You don't need to weed Bag End ever again.
I'd like to weed them Sackville Bagginses out of Bag End, if you get my meaning. No, I've got to weed that garden one last time, Frodo. Say my goodbyes to it. Set it to rights before Lotho and Lobelia ruin it.
Bag End has the best garden in the Shire, thanks to your work.
No, I'm sure there are many finer.
Nope.
Oh, Merry Brandybuck said he was meeting Pippin Took at the Green Dragon and invited you to join.
They took a long walk out here just for a drink. I wonder what mischief they're up to.
Begging your pardon, sir, but there's little mischief to be found in the Green Dragon. The Keeper won't stand for it.
We will see.
It's true. Right, so we've got to go to the Green Dragon and meet Merry and Pippin. Is it square to attack? Yes, it is. That's fine. Just so we know.
It's a pretty bird.
I really want to smack that bird in the face. In fact, come here.
More's the pity.
Come here, bird. Yeah. Would you? No, nothing. Okay, fine. Fine, let's go for a walk around the idyllic Shire. So this is obviously the tutorial level. We'll rattle through this in the first episode and then walk up to the ladder. Ladders can be climbed. Well, yes, walk up to the ladder and Frodo will hop onto it. Thank you for tutorialising that ladders can be climbed. And it's X to jump. You're going to tell me it's X to jump, aren't you? Frodo can grab onto ledges and hoist himself onto them. Jump towards the platform and Frodo will grab it. Well. Yeah, thank you. Mushrooms. Restore your health. Now, can I please climb down the ladder? Thank you, Frodo. Yeah, this is an old game, and it feels like it. I think that's part of the charm for it, though, because this game was made in the era before. I mean, there were money. It was not before cash grabs or anything.
Stand and deliver.
All right then.
Excuse me?
I am the Dread Highwayman Sancho, and I demand a toll, sir.
But I'm a poor country hobbit with no gold to spare.
Well, that's what Ted Sandyman said. So the Dread Highwayman had to take a stick out of the mill. Shut it all down, I did.
What kind of a stick?
You can't catch the Dread Highwayman.
No, apparently I can't even hit the Dread Highwayman. Smash. Yeah, so there's a quest there, in case you hadn't noticed. Gamer Logic. Hello, you're a llama. Why are you a llama? I never understood why they had the Hobbits of the Shire having llamas in this particular version of Middle-earth. But it is lovely, this. It really is. And it is one of those games where if you explore you find a lot of stuff. So we will be exploring the maps. It's very, I say it's an open world representation of Middle-earth. It's not. It's a very linear, you can only go where the game wants you to go kind of situation, but now, I always wondered why you could climb up here. I think there's something on this roof, is there? Or is it just, no, it's just for completeness sake. That's fine. Cool. Hop down. Let's go and see if there's any more secrets hiding in this field. There's a bench that you cannot sit on. And there's Sandyman's Mill.
Sandyman's Mill. It looks a lot more cheerful than Ted Sandyman.
But that's because Ted Sandyman is a miserable dick. And we must always remember that. So of course the mill looks... Ooh, mushrooms. If only there was a shortcut to them. Come on, talk to me, Sandyman. Sandyman! I'm
Hello,
pressing
Ted.
triangle.
I wanted to say goodbye before I...
Can't you see I'm busy?
Actually, no. You seem to be just standing about.
Well, if you knew about mills, you'd know I'm trying to locate a very important metal pin that must have fallen out of my mill wheel.
Is that why the mill isn't working?
Oh, never you mind about working or not working. I've sent Mugwort to Bree for a replacement.
That seems a
I'll let you
long
know
way
if
to
I
go
see
for a
it.
replacement.
What does it look like?
If I haven't found it yet, there's no way you can find it. But, it looks like a plain metal pin. Now, good day to you.
Yeah, let's just talk to the other Hobbit. Where's the little bastard gone? Come here, you little shit.
The bold sheriff has finally caught the dread highwayman.
Yes, I
You
have.
don't frighten the dread highwaymen.
Give me the stick from the mill.
I don't have it. I threw it at a weather vane, and now it's stuck up there.
You had better be telling the truth.
Stuck up where? He threw it at a weather vane. What has a weather vane? Oh, I don't remember this quest. Right, yes, of course, okay. That's why you had to climb up here, because you can't climb up that one. I think this is also one of those games where the things you need don't appear until you need them. Ah, that was it, yeah. You go to first person mode. Ah! That was silly. I was playing it with new game mentality. No, you go into first person mode and you look with the left analog stick. The right analog stick will move you. Which is not what you want.
Hello there, Hal.
Oh, hello, Frodo. You
Oh,
have a
the
beautiful
farmer's
day
son
to
of a bitch.
begin your trip to Crick Hollow.
Yes, indeed.
I'm too old for such long walks. I can't even climb high enough to fix my weather vane.
What's wrong with it?
The thing's stuck.
Sorry to hear it.
That rascal Sancho.
Yeah, I've done this in the wrong order, and it's unlike modern games, you can't do things in the wrong
Look at
order.
it before I leave.
Well, that'd be fine with me. The ladder's right over there.
Up the wrong tower is where the ladder is, Hal. But never mind. This might be slightly longer than my half-hour video because I want to get through the whole tutorial before we move on to the next section. I did throw the rock at Hal's weather vane. I am returning to Farmer Hal.
Weather vane turns like it's new. Thank you kindly for that.
My pleasure, Hal.
You've helped an old man when others might not have, and I thank you for it. I must have something around here as a reward.
Just
If
the
you don't
pin.
mind, I'll just take that metal pin that was jamming the weather vane.
Eh? Of course. Take take it.
There we
Thank
go.
you.
Why would you want such a thing?
It might help Sandyman fix the mill.
My, you're a boon to all the Shire.
Just trying to help. Good day, Hal.
You have no idea. Presumably I have to go and find... Oh no, I've got the metal pin, that's fine. They didn't fancy rendering that in as an object. I don't blame it. It's a lot of work for not a lot of usefulness in a game such as this. This isn't Skyrim, you don't need to see everything. Oh, he's Sandyman.
Well, the mill wheel spins again. Thanks to Frodo Baggins of all people.
That was the of all people
You've done me a
line.
valuable service today, Baggins.
Because it's
Why,
like...
thank you, Ted.
Frodo's not
Good
exactly...
day.
Frodo's known to be a mad bastard, but he's not known to be
The same path Bilbo took when he began his adventure.
an
long
unhelpful
ago.
sort. Yeah, the bridge to Bywater. So we go to Bywater, go to the Green Dragon, sell the house to Lobelia Sackville Baggins, and then stuff happens. Oh, pardon me. Mushroom. You do get to play as other characters in this as well. I won't reveal full identities until such time as they happen, but... That Rosie Cotton.
Hello, Frodo.
Hello, Angelica.
Oh no,
We
Angelica.
shall miss you terribly, Frodo.
Indeed.
You're going ever such a long way away, practically to the other end of the world.
Just the other end of the Shire.
Yeah.
It's so far to travel. I hope you can return to Hobbiton one day.
So do I.
Goodbye, Frodo.
Goodbye, Angelica.
What a wonderfully vital conversation that we have
Will
there.
I see another springtime festival around this maypole?
No. Actually, no, you will, but spoilers. That's the ivy bush in at Bywater. Who are you?
Hello,
Anyone important?
Lobelia.
Oh,
Where's the
Lobelia.
sheriff? Where's that lazy Robin Smallborough?
I couldn't say. Now about Bag End.
Never you mind all that. There are wolves in the Shire.
I'm sure the sheriff is keeping everyone safe.
How could he? I haven't told him about the wolves yet. Go away, Frodo. I need the sheriff.
Just ring the warning bell. If he's anywhere in Bywater, he'll come running.
Don't just hang about then. Ring the warning bell.
I hate Lobelia Sackville Baggins. But then everybody hates Lobelia Sackville Baggins.
There. I've rung the warning bell.
Thank you for
What's
that.
going on? I don't hold with reckless bell ringing.
I rang the bell. Lobelia wants you to know there are wolves in the Shire.
Oh, is that all? I've heard that rumor, but I reckon no one's seen these wolves. Not even Lobelia.
This is called
If any wolves
foreshadowing.
approach the Shire, the Bounders will chase them off, just as they chase away foxes and such.
I'm glad the Shire is well protected.
They chase away
Now, if
foxes.
that's all, I've got a mug to return to in the Green Dragon.
Well, someone finally came to his senses and rang that bell. Now we'll have safety and
Really
order
hate
in the
Lobelia.
Shire.
I do hope so.
Now then, what did you want to speak to me about? Make it snappy. I have a lot of things to tend to.
Selling
Bag
Bag End.
End. You said you wanted to buy it.
What? But I thought you were lying, you deceitful boy. I believed that when I had the deed in my hand. Did you bring it?
Yes,
Here's
here
the
it
deed
is.
to Bag End.
Oh, I can scarcely believe it. The deed to Bag End.
I shall need to remove a few belongings. I'll leave the Bag End key with Master Gamgee of number 3 Bagshot Row, if you don't mind.
What? Gamgee? That dirty potato grubber and his son might plunder all of Bag End in the dead of night.
They
Day,
won't.
Lobelia.
Yes, yes, a very good day indeed. My sweet little Lothar will be so happy. Bag End at last. Oh, why you consort with that kind, I'll never know, Frodo. Having fathers and dwarves and wizards for company, and never inviting your own flesh and blood to tea. Honestly.
Yes, Lobelia. I wonder why no one ever invites you to tea. Just got to get the one ring from Bag End. They wanted me to meet them in the Green Dragon, didn't they? Let's go talk to Merry and Pippin because, you know, fuck it, completeness sake. We might actually have this done in about half an hour. That's quite good. Might suppose it's only a tutorial level, isn't it? Shall I talk to Robin Smallbury? Yeah, let's talk to Robin.
Hello, Frodo. Have time to enjoy a mug with me?
Hello, Sheriff. Just saying goodbye.
Off on adventures?
What? Adventures? I don't have adventures.
Why not? All the great dragons in hiding from the fearsome Bagginses? Don't worry, Frodo. It's just my little joke.
My rabbit's going
Everyone
mad.
knows you're a respectable hobbit, unlike your Uncle Bilbo, bless him.
Of course. Well, goodbye, Robin.
Uncle Bilbo, who we haven't met because we've skipped over the entirety of the first chapter. That's Rosie Cotton. Let's talk to Rosie.
Hello there, Rosie.
And hello to you, Frodo Baggins. I wish you fair weather for your journey. Where's Samwise?
I'll catch up with him before I set out.
You will return from time to time, won't you, Frodo?
I surely hope so.
Well, perhaps you can teach that Samwise some manners.
What's he done?
Nothing I've caught him at, but he's likely one of those pranksters that have been ringing the Bywater warning bell with stones. If we ever need
When
to
you
ring
find the
bell,
tutorial
Sheriff
message
Robin
before
will
you
be
do the
involved,
actual
thinking
thing.
It's a child's prank.
I'm sure Sam would never do that.
Perhaps. Well, return as often as you can.
No, Sam wouldn't do that. Frodo, on the other hand.
Hello, Frodo. What took you so long?
Did that sluggard Sam Gamgee forget to tell you that we'd be here?
Never mind Sam. What brings you two scoundrels all the way to Bywater?
Breakfast, though. Well, up to lunch now.
Pull up a
Hooray.
chair.
You came all this way just for breakfast?
Can't tell. It's a conspiracy.
Don't tell him. Oh, too late. Our conspiracy is unmasked. May as well tell him everything now.
Since you'll be walking past old Maggot's farm, we thought we'd have a go at his garden again.
3 is company, just like old times. Remember those mushrooms?
I remember his ferocious dogs.
I believe
Excellent.
Frodo's afraid. Are you afraid, Pippin?
I'm never afraid, Mary. Those dogs are all bark and no bite.
Old Maggot threatened to show me their bite.
Only because he caught you.
Well, just be careful this time.
Remember the smell of those mushrooms cooking?
I do love mushrooms.
Then it's settled.
We'll meet you at Maggot's farm.
Cool, we'll do this then. So Maggot's Farm. Because the one thing this game does not have is a map, which is greatly frustrating. Pardon me, I think Maggot's Farm is this way. Yes, out the arch. Because I want to enjoy the Shire when it's nice. Because the next video is not the Shire when it's nice. And before anyone asks, you can only run up to the edges of the hills. You can't run off into the distance. I tried lots of times when I was a kid playing this game for the first time. I was like, please let me run away. Please let me run off into the Shire. Let's go explore. And now I just download Skyrim mods and I can do it all I want. Such is the world we live in. Oh. Decent loading time for an old game. Green Hill Country.
Here's one of those packets of herbs Noakes spoke of.
Oh, Noakes hasn't spoken of it yet. This is Noakes. Hello, Noakes.
Hello there.
Good day, lad. You're a Baggins, ain't you?
Bilbo? Frodo.
Frodo Baggins. Live in that grand place atop the hill. Bilbo's place. How've you been, Bilbo?
Frodo.
Frodo, right. Well, not time to chat. I'm off to Bray on an errand for Ted Sandeman to get parts for the mill.
Oh, it's been
Haven't you
fixed.
heard? The mill is running again.
What luck? Did Sandeman fix it?
I found the pin.
So I've you to thank. And thank you I do.
Happy to help.
Well, I best be getting back to the mill, Bilbo. Sandeman will want me working, not strolling around in the countryside.
I still think Bree was a long way to go to find a replacement part. The Shire has... oh... gravity. And very, very steep gravity, apparently. Let's just... up the health a bit. There we go. 4 mushrooms. It's very important to get as many mushrooms into your system as you can. Do not clip that and take it out of context. Actually, no, do. Come at me. I said what I meant, and I meant what I said. So I didn't speak to Noakes, but apparently I can still pick up his stuff. His stuff being the packets of herbs. King's foil, a pungent weed to believe to have medicinal uses. It's not though, is it? It's just, as far as the hobbits of the Shire are concerned, it's just a weed. No one knows about that, apart from the rangers. So, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, I can still use them, but this is the one problem with this, is that while they're still they are trying to follow the book, they are also trying to make a video game, and so they have to add in things like the silly quests, etc. Oh, I remember this bloody quest. Yes, you can't see it, but underneath my face there is now a yellow fried egg.
I still have things to attend to before I set out for the Old Forest.
The Old Forest, right. And you do get to see that, because this is based on the books, not the films. We get to see everything. Can't jump over that particular fence. I'm still wondering where Merry and Pippin are. There's definitely a dedicated sneak button as well, but I'll be damned if I can remember what it is. So apparently the dog did not see me. And I think sneak is actually, you just have to move slowly. But yeah, the dog didn't see me then. I don't know how, because he literally looked me straight in the eye. Off he goes. And that's one field sorted.
I wonder what broke this fence.
Ah, the fence is broke.
What's all this racket?
That would be me, sir.
Well, we have a burglar
Darn it.
in the fields.
Burglar?
All done with your mushroom thieving? Or would you prefer to take it up with the lads?
Yeah, we're all done.
No, I mean...
We'll go back to Bag End and we'll pick up the
Now
ring.
off with you, or I'll have the lads dispose of you proper.
Yeah, so you won't see me go back to Bag End. I will just pick it up from Bag End, because we've got 18 mushrooms and 3 healing herbs, so we're pretty good. So yeah, I will get back to Bag End, pick up the 1 ring, and we shall continue this in the next episode. So thank you ever so much for watching. If you are enjoying what you're seeing, please like and subscribe. I would normally say at this point, check out the game in the description below. I don't know where you can get this game from. I will find a place. It might be Abandoneware, which is great if it is, but I will try and find a link to it. If not, you can probably buy it off Amazon or something as a physical copy. Or you can do what I'm doing, which is emulate it. But that's obviously technically illegal. So, but yes, either way. Check out my other Lord of the Rings stuff in the description below. Check out which is my Return of the King playlist from YouTube, and my Twitch livestream series of the Third Age. So thank you ever so much for watching. I was me. That was Lord of the Rings: Fellowship of the Ring, and I shall see you back at Bag End. Thank you ever so much for watching, guys. Goodbye.
I didn't die first, so
I'm down.
easy bonkers.
How did I do it?
Ah, I'm down.
And we're dead. Next game.
We're dead. That's Apex.